There is a specific phrase that is appearing in the strategy decks of major corporations in 2026, the digital coworker. Enterprise adoption of AI agents spiked from 5% in 2025 to 40% by year-end. This is driven by a new technical architecture. A chatbot answers, a copilot assists, a digital coworker executes, working autonomously across multiple applications until the task is complete. This shift changes the relationship between employees and their software. The system is moving from a tool that workers use into a worker that humans manage. In late 2025, a mid-sized financial services firm deployed Claude Opus 4.7 agents to its department of 30 human research analysts. The AI handled the data modeling and initial drafting, which allowed those 30 analysts to expand their coverage. They moved from tracking 12 companies each to managing a portfolio of 300. During the same period, a customer service operation used similar autonomous agents to handle 70% of its inbound billing inquiries. Within 6 months, that company reduced its headcount from 400 employees down to 120. These two case studies illustrate how executive priorities determine the human outcome of AI deployment. While the technical capabilities were nearly identical, one organization used autonomy to scale its production, while the other used it to minimize its payroll. This level of autonomy requires a specialized infrastructure. Major vendors have responded with platforms like the Gemini Enterprise Agent Platform and GPT 5.5, which serve as runtimes for digital workers. Greg Brockman described this architecture as a step forward towards the kind of computing that we expect in the future. Giving an agent the ability to work independently means giving it credentials. To finish a task, these agents require active access to email accounts, API keys, and internal databases. In April 2026, Google warned that malicious web pages could poison these agents via prompt injection. Experiments like Anthropic's Project Deal showed that when agents hold real-world credentials, adversarial inputs can successfully hijack them to leak data or move funds. Rapid deployment has outpaced security standards. By integrating autonomous coworkers, companies are effectively expanding their internal attack surface to include every system the agent can touch. This shift toward workflow automation is now a matter of national strategy. In early 2026, the Chinese government began a massive push to collect detailed operational data from its workforce. Workers are being required to formally document their granular daily workflows in a centralized format. This documentation serves as a massive training set. By capturing the exact steps of human labor, the state is building the data needed for agents to replicate those operations at scale. Whoever owns the data for these workflows gains a structural advantage in productivity. This state-led coordination aims to automate entire sectors of knowledge work before other economies can organize their data. For the individual employee, the transition from worker to manager happens at this desk. The software appearing on this screen is designed to handle execution, leaving the human with a new set of responsibilities. In a landscape where routine tasks are a solved software problem, human employment will center almost exclusively on oversight and judgment. Success in this environment requires 5 specific skills: precise task specification, output verification, cross-system integration, edge case management, and ethical judgment. Task specification and output verification are the immediate bottlenecks. Agents fail when instructions are vague and they lack the context to catch their own errors. Human value now lies in the ability to define work and audit the results. These roles focus on professional judgment. Managing a digital workforce requires a skill set closer to operations management and systems architecture than traditional production. By 2031, the majority of knowledge workers will likely act as integrators and verifiers. The role of initial creator is being handed over to the software. You can prepare for this by documenting your own routine tasks now. Mapping your own workflow gives you the necessary leverage when your organization begins its automation rollout. As 2026 progresses, every worker must ask a single question. Am I being paid for routine execution, or am I being paid for my judgment? The software is already prepared to handle the former.